Well, you see, I have a plethysmograph sensor here. The light is coming through my finger. Okay, so these are the pulses coming from my finger. You see that? It's a pressure. It's a pressure pulse.
And see, Patrick has smoothed that wave beautifully in the software, so you're really seeing a beautiful. So the computer can do a lot with such a clean pulse, and actually analyze the wave on the wave that.
And you see, well, normally you have to stay a little bit still, not moving too much, otherwise you induce movement on the sensor, which is artifact which are coming. You see, it's here on the top. It's HRV. This is my heart rate, a little bit high at the moment, and so here we can see also the different kind of wave you remember of the spectrum. So in real time, you can have the display on the wave. This is the pulses I just show you, and the spectrum. But what I wanted to show you, and like that you can play a little bit with it just afterwards, it's the relationship between my heart rate and the different part of my body we are related to and which are activated at the moment.
Remember Patrick's lecture yesterday, we showed very specific harmonics that are the key signature musically, indicating which chakra, and there was actually references.
So I will try to show you. So look at the display on. So you see now my HRV is quite flat, and now I will begin to breathe, but try to breathe on my own internal rhythm, my own internal slow rhythm, and then you will see that the chakra which will be activated are moving, and the biggest my amplitude of HRV, the biggest, the more chakra I will touch. Okay, so I will do it.
This is kind of the ultimate yoga, real breath control, switching chakras. He's controlling his breath, controlling his heart rate in an even rhythm. Learning this inner focus is the power.
More heart center.
Well, the green one is heart center.
Who want to try? Okay. You just put one of your finger like this. Okay. Okay. You place. You don't touch your fingers. Okay, and you place it up well, so like this, and you.
So you relax.
Yeah. Try to relax a little bit, and well, let's see what's happening. You see the wave is coming here. So, no. Yeah.
So this is your actual breathing. So the wave on the wave.
And try to breathe deeply and slowly. And the more you will breathe deeply and slowly, the more you will go from one to the other. But depending, and the more you will have an amplitude in HRV.
But, so this is the actual wave for breathing, hopefully, yes?
This is HRV, yeah. You have to take very slow and deep breath. And beginning, yes. But it seems you're more center in the upper part. Yeah. Yeah. This part here, which is.
Okay, so it's showing the movement of energy through the chakra system.
The resonance of your heart frequency and the chakra.
So it's very specific. The actual musical key signature for breathing and heart rate is linked to a specific chakra with the science literature. This is not subjective.
Right.
Nothing subjective here.
So
it's coming. You see? You see, it's coming now. This is the wave which is coming.
Yeah, that's
you see? Okay.
Good work, dear.
Yeah, it's coming.
That's yoga, right?
You see? Okay. This is coming, and you're going. You're much more chakra which are activated in the beginning, because at the beginning, you remember at the beginning it was completely flat, and here well, it's 10 beats, about 10 beats variation. But when you train yourself to do it, you can have 20, 25, 30 beat difference.
Just between the in-breath and the out-breath. When you breathe in, your heart rate goes up. You breathe
That's
out,
great.
it goes down.
Okay, you see again, the pulse is
This is the oddity.
Beautiful shape.
Very nice.
When you have an old and fixed vessel, the way down is flat. Just to say, it will disappear in a second. You see there is some kind of movement here. We're going down and up, and this is related to the flexibility of your vessels.
So now it's going to be, it has enough data.
Okay, you see the wave over the wave.
So that's the wave. You see, that's a
You
wave
see
on a wave.
here.
The short wave.
This is the Mayer wave.
And that's right. And that's at 0.1 hertz. It's gorgeous.
Yes, it's fine. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's a beautiful wave.
This is the wave on the wave. So this is the actual pulse. This is the shape of the breath.
Yeah. And you see, look, the beautiful power factor.
Oh, yes.
The relationship between the electrical part and the pressure part.
Yeah.
You remember, the pressure part is in yellow and the electrical part is in blue.
So he gets the pressure wave from this and the electrical wave from the harmonics here. So you can tell separately when the heart's voltage is lined up with the blood's pressure. And when that's lined up, we call it power factor, which is literally what volts amps lining up is.
It's quite good, quite relaxed.
Yeah, and I was toying around with
And look at the peak. You see?
Ah, that's nice.
A peak is coming in the LF band, and this peak is what HeartMath measure about coherence. But we have other way to make the analysis. No, this is a very beautiful power factor. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. So the pressures are lined up. And see, this is the VLF, LF, and HF. This is what doctors want to see. And when the big peak is here, and you begin to get a cascade, and the fact that this peak was near the 0.1 hertz, the Mayer wave is the ideal coherence frequency. And the amplitude of that peak is a first indicator of coherence.
And you see, even in HRV, you see all the beautiful waves. So
she's actually pretty healthy.
Very nice.
Yeah, she has heart rate variability, and it's going up and down, coherent wave. And so we have her blood oxygen approximate, her heart rate, duration of session, and percent LF, VLF, and HF. Is that right?
Yes.
How do you know what the frequency of the peak is?
Patrick will label this, but LF, VLF, LF, and HF are well defined in the medical literature. The LF center of that range is 0.1 hertz.
Okay.
And actually, it would be good if those labels were out.
Yes, it's about, like this, it's about, well, let's say 7 times per minute.
So 7 cycles per minute.
Yes, 7, yeah, it seems so. Yeah.
So this is
But you have it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, that's it.
okay.
So it's a little bit higher than 0.1, but it's perfect.
This is what Darwin meant by wave on a wave.
Look at your wave.
That's gorgeous.
You're working on it, and then go. It's bigger and bigger and bigger. It's perfect. It's beautiful.
Yeah, very nice.
Have you tried having live music played while the person does it and then test what happens?
There is an influence. And that's what we are doing also with binaural beats.
Okay.
So the therapy music with special 0.1 Hertz binaural beat induce this kind of thing. You just have to relax, and your breathing will slow, the speed of your breathing will slow down, and there is a good relationship between the binaural beats and the, but here it's fine, it's beautiful. It's beautiful because that's what you are looking for. The app is there to help you to achieve this.
Yeah, she's having quite a bit of coherence.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Huh? These are the musical notes which were
That's how you know you're tuning your heart.
during the. The problem is that there are 2 records because I gave my sensor, but the most of the record is your heart rate. And you see, this is you have a perfect fit between the green peak and the pink peak. The green peak is and you see it was perfectly 6. Perfectly, that's incredible. Perfectly 6. And so you have a very beautiful correlation between your HRV, so which is related to the electrical part, and the pressure wave, which is the Mayer wave, which is the movement of a pressure wave. And here you have also, you see it's beautiful, the correlation. That there are some difference because of the beginning. I was talking and then I passed you, but you were, if you did it by yourself, it should be much more better here. And you say, okay, that's great.
So on top, normally this shows the percentage of time when you were in phase versus out of phase. And Patrick is saying that if the data had been all of you, this would be higher. But you see why we call that?
But the last part, this is the last part here. And you see you have 76% accuracy to fit between these two curves. It's the beginning. And when I was talking at the beginning, you see it's the opposite.
Yeah. And you can, why we call that power factor is because in electrical engineering, if you get the voltage curve in phase with the amperage curve, which is literally the pressure in phase with the flow, literally. And that's exactly what we're measuring here. Yeah. Pressure, the voltage pressure, in phase with the flow, which is the blood pressure. So this is what we call it power factor in electrical engineering, but it's also how you are powerful to relax enough.
And in the body, when any two systems are functioning coherently, that generates health.
Right.
Right.
And energy.
Generates what?
Health. So maybe he can set that down now. Is it?
Are you finished?
Yes. Thank you, Glenn. Thank you very much.